Just imagine if the CEO of one of the largest banks in the world was lying to your face about the best performing asset class that you could have gotten into years ago, but he continues to double down, triple down on his efforts to say, don't get into this thing. It's no good for you. It's as good as a pet rock. And he vows to never talk about it again. Imagine a world where an ETF for this asset was just launched in that very country where his company is based out of, and he still continues to ignore it. Well, that is the world that we live in right now, guys, and we're going to talk a little bit about Jamie Dimon, the CEO of Chase Bank today, coming out today and talking a little bit about the negative things that he likes to talk about so often about Bitcoin and crypto, and we're also going to talk about how wrong he is. We're going to look at the performance for these ETFs that Bitcoin just came out with here in the US versus all the ETFs in 2023. We're also going to talk about places where I think I found a place for some, dare I say, easy 10Xs. Absolutely simple. Looking at one token I'm in right now, it's a 21X. It's spectacular. We got to explore this a little bit. So let's get into it. I know a lot of people are excited about some Solana memes today. Miro is one people are hyped about. Dog with hats going crazy. I'm focused on more of the utility tokens right now, but it is fun to play around with some of that. So we'll explore a little bit of that in this stream, guys. Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I am Crypto Kip. Today, as you can see, we do have a lot to cover. I'm very excited about it. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I see you in the chat. I'll let some folks get in here before I get into some of the news. Let's start it off with a little bit of a market update and just kind of see what's going on. I got some coffee brewing right now, so the energy's on its way. Maybe you can even hear it. No, maybe you can't. All right, guys, so let's get into it. Let's peek at it. So Bitcoin is at $42,500 right now. It does have a market dominance of 49.6%. That means 49.6% of all the money that is invested in crypto is currently sitting in Bitcoin. 18.2% of all the money invested in crypto is currently sitting in Ethereum. One thing that is actually very, very crazy, and actually I'm going to go over to CoinGecko for this one. Now, I've seen some other people talking about it, but I was looking at this the other day, and the more I kind of think about it, the more I'm hearing people start to chat about it, I'm realizing that I found something pretty significant here. The fact that the stablecoin markets right now are exploding, and specifically Tether is moving to all-time highs. Guys, this is a signal that crypto and Bitcoin are just getting going here. We have a bull market coming. Hasn't even been here yet. Yet the stable coins are at all-time highs. More interest than ever before in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. We're not even at our all-time high for the overall market cap, guys. So when we see some of this Tether that is at its all-time highs, as you just saw, flow into Bitcoin, could that be epic? Absolutely. It could be insane. Today, Bitcoin's down a little bit, 42,500, probably because of this news that I'm going to talk about a little bit with Coinbase today. A very important case going to trial. Well, they're in trial, but Coinbase is in court going to make an argument again for the SEC to basically dismiss their lawsuit against them. And we'll get into detail on that. But I think it's causing some fear in the market today. We're still greedy. Yesterday or the day before, we were kind of in this yellow band, a little less greedy. Still greedy. Meme coins are doing pretty well today. Here you go. Meme AI, whatever that is, 378%. Know nothing about that token. Don't want to. But, the markets are still greedy. I wouldn't be surprised to see anything here. Anything. Really, guys. Look, we have institutional money that's waiting on the sidelines. You could argue that we already had our sell the news event, though it looks like we have a little more sell pressure today. So we'll talk a little bit about that and look at some charts for Bitcoin. But let's look at some of the big gainers in the last 24 hours. Render is up 9.06%. I have some folks in the chat that have been talking about that. Chainlink is up. They just had a partnership with Circle, which is actually quite interesting. Going to be very interesting to see kind of what that does for Circle as a company, which is going to have its own IPO actually coming out maybe later this year, possibly in 2025. I'm excited. I got a buddy that works at that company. He's going to do really well off that. But then you also got Chainlink, which is going to benefit from this partnership as well. If you don't know what Circle is the stablecoin issuer, and they were also actually in conjunction with Coinbase. Circle and Coinbase launched USDC coin. And yeah, I mean, now they're partnered up with Chainlink, and they're going to help facilitate bridges with USDC coin, which is pretty cool. Beam's been doing pretty well lately, and it's getting a little rally today. I'm not going to expect anything absolutely crazy, though, right now, because, I mean, and a couple movers here and there, a couple movers and shakers here and there. But the truth is, guys, is Bitcoin, as always, needs to move. And Bitcoin is kind of trading sideways to down right now. Wouldn't be surprised to see us between 38 and 49K for a little while. I think everybody's kind of landing on that page right now. But it's very interesting to see. I was also interested to see yesterday they changed the word BRC20 to inscriptions because there's a lot more than just Bitcoin tokens being built on Bitcoin. I mean, they're all anything built on Bitcoin's on Bitcoin, but BRC20, SRC20, ARC20, there's a lot of different variations of tokens and projects that you could build on Bitcoin. And I do think that's going to be one of the hottest trends here in the upcoming year, guys. I do think it's going to be huge. Let's look over the last 7 days, some of the biggest gainers as well. Sui, Chiliz, Sia, Blur, Ethereum name service. That was an interesting one. Vitalik Buterin actually backed that one a little bit and tweeted about it, so that's probably why it had a nice move. Biggest losers are some of these Bitcoin tokens, including Bitcoin itself. Stacks, Bitcoin SV. You're seeing a couple of those. Cronos, unfortunately, also one. I know I got a lot of holders of Cronos in here. One of the biggest losers over the last 7 days. And just remember, guys, when you're looking at this data on CoinMarketCap, this does not include some of the tokens that are out of the top 100. Really, they pretty much only, I think, filter the top 100, whatever's on this page. So just keep that in mind, guys. Not the biggest losers in the entire market, just the biggest losers or the biggest gainers over the last 7 days out of the top 100 currencies. So it's something to keep in mind when you're looking at CoinMarketCap. But again, we're seeing, like I said, stablecoins continue to trickle up, and that could signal that a massive buying wave could be coming. In the meantime, yeah, Crowcoin is breaking down a little bit below 8.7 cents, down to 8.5 today. We do see Bitcoin as well right now at the bottom of this channel. Yesterday, we did see it get very close to the top of this channel like I was predicting to get to like 43. We came up a little shy. Wouldn't be surprised now. My next prediction would likely be a bounce off the bottom of this channel, and we're gonna just stay in this pattern. We could stay in this pattern all the way into the beginning of February. It's possible, guys. It's possible. But so if we don't see a bounce here, our next level's 40K and then 38K. And if we go much lower than that, I'd be a little bit surprised for now. But that being said, I'm ready to buy the dip. Ethereum is doing something very interesting as well. We're waiting for Ethereum to kind of signal an altcoin rally, but Ethereum has kind of held strong and stayed above its $24,000 or $2,450 price level. Recently went as high as $2,700, came back down, tried to take another stab at that yesterday and kind of rejecting back down. Again, if Bitcoin gets a bounce here, though, then you would expect Ethereum to rally. For traders, if you guys want to trade, this is the best times to be, like if you were, say you went long here and you went short here and you went long here and you went, I mean, this isn't, I wouldn't open a trade here, but you went long again here. You went short there. Like, you see these bands in this channel has been drawn for a while. I've had this thing drawn since probably about here, probably since December 18th. And so you had a couple opportunities. By the time you kind of see the channel, then you kind of get some tricksters that play in and out of this. And then they pump it above, bring it back down to the bottom. Then we have buy the rumor, sell the news event. Kind of happen, bring us up, sell back down. Break through the bottom of the channel, come back above it, testing the bottom of the channel. Wouldn't be surprised to see a bounce off this channel. Wouldn't be surprised to see a breakdown through this channel. It could play out either way. Good to see you guys in the chat. Benny Blue Eyes, Sushi Satoshi, Jordan, talking about Bone Token in the chat. Yeah, Shiba Inu plays. Maybe. I'm focused on a little more of, I'm not really focused on the memes right now, to be honest with you guys. I know there's a lot of things going on. So a lot of people are talking about that, but memes can really be dangerous, and it's nice to get in and out of them, but I'm still kind of in my accumulation phase, and meme coins aren't really a part of that accumulation strategy. I tried with them. I experimented a little bit. I didn't do so well. It's gambling at the end of the day. So I'm paused on that right now, but I'm kind of just tracking Bitcoin and seeing what we're doing there. And looking at kind of the sentiment in the market. I've got a big bonus coming in April. That's going to be nice. How I choose to allocate that, you guys got to wait and find out. That's going to be a lot of fun. We got 24 viewers, though, 4 likes. My coffee is done. I think I'm going to pour myself a cup. And I think we should get into some news. What do you say? What do you guys say, huh? Let's see here. Is this a good cup? Nope. That's an old cup. Got to throw that cup away. Hold on, guys. Let's get a little cup of Joe. And we'll get going here. All right. I got my rag. Good. And my coffee. Perfect. Beautiful. Tremendous. Here we go, guys. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We got some news stories to talk about today, my friends, and this is the big one. This is a big one right here. Coinbase and the SEC are facing off in a big case. I mean, it's not really new news. We knew that they've been battling. But keep in mind, guys, a spot Bitcoin ETF was just approved, okay? And that, my friends, is a very, very significant story. Ron H, when moon? Moon soon, my friend. Moon soon. Just depends what the definition of soon is to you, if you know what I'm saying. But, you know, Coinbase versus the SEC, let's dig into this a little bit. So, SEC to face, Coinbase and the SEC set to face off in a federal court over regulators' crypto authority. Coinbase will argue in a court hearing on Wednesday that the U.S. securities regulator should drop its case against Coinbase because the tokens traded on its crypto exchange are not akin to securities, said a person familiar with the case and the court filings. What a specific source. Thanks, Reuters. Said a person familiar with the case and the court filings, a very reliable source. Whenever you see a news publication say a person familiar with the case, well, that's trustworthy. That's trustworthy. No, but this is an obvious thing, guys. We've heard this over and over again. We know that this is obviously what Coinbase wants. And so a lot of people are like treating this as breaking news, breaking, set to face off, as if this is a brand new thing. It's just like you're just trying to reinvigorate the excitement in the community on the article. And congratulations, you did it, because everybody seems to be talking about this case again. It's kind of like this XRP case, guys, and it is so interesting. Dr. Crypto, I love that name. I love that name. Bless you, my friend. Beckenbauer said, "What up, Kip? You good? When do you think the climb will start?" I'm good, Beckenbauer. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I mean, guys, I think the climb will start. It doesn't have to happen today. Okay, we'll get into. Look, guys. I got a really tasty show for you today. You're going to enjoy this one. I'm gonna get angry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna be confused for a bit. I'm confused right now. And so if you like that, if you like all these emotions, then buckle up. But no, I mean, let's start it off. I mean, I hate this publication. Reuters. You know. I get people in the comments that hate when I say this publication wrong. And to be honest with you, I looked it up at one point. I don't really care if I say it right or not. That's the truth. But this is no secret, guys. And so, maybe this is part of the sell-off today, this whole news right here. But it's not very shocking. So I don't know how it really could cause a sell-off. I think this is just a little more of that sell the news kind of after the fact, the spot Bitcoin ETF launching. I think that's kind of more so what we're dealing with right now. The hearing is the next major development in a closely watched court battle between Coinbase and the Securities Exchange Commission that is likely to have implications for digital assets, since it could clarify the SEC's jurisdiction over the sector. Coinbase's plan is to lean on core argument it has made in court filings that the SEC is overreaching and the assets it lists for trading are not securities. So overall, guys, I mean, we've heard this. What you do need to know here, guys, is this is extremely important. because you do not want Gary Now, what are the implications, you might ask, of what happens if the SEC officially deems these things securities, and we all agree that then, crypto.com and Solana and everything that Coinbase offers on their exchange is a security. To be honest with you guys, I don't even know what that means. I'm still going to buy it because I believe in the technological advancements that crypto brings to the table. I don't care if they're securities. But I can tell you that the government certainly does for some odd reason. And I just want to see Coinbase get their way here because these guys have our best interest at heart, because they've got crypto's best interest at heart, because if they don't, then they're not going to make money. And what is Coinbase in the business of? They're in the business of not crypto. They're in the business of making money. It just so happens that business is crypto. They're in the business of making money. But in order for them to make money, they need crypto to continue to be legal for them to offer. Because if they can't offer all these trading pairs, then they can't get those fees. So root for Coinbase as they're rooting for crypto, because they're rooting to make more money. Okay, guys? That's kind of the way that I look at this. That's the way that I break this down in my mind. It is the world's largest publicly traded exchange. It's not the world's largest exchange, but it is the world's largest publicly traded exchange. Also, it's the only exchange, I believe, that you can buy shares of in the U.S. So I think it's the only U.S. publicly traded exchange. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. I guess Robinhood, but Coinbase is strictly crypto. So, kind of thinking about that. I bet you could probably invest in eToro, but I never talk about eToro. I'm never going to buy anything from eToro. No thanks. But the SEC sued Coinbase in June, saying that they're trading at least 13 crypto tokens that should have been registered as securities and was operating illegally. So, they listed some of those. Crocoin wasn't listed in that, though. Arguably, if they're calling a bunch of tokens securities, then Crocoin should probably be a security too. Again, I don't really care if it is or it isn't. It doesn't change that, I see it being used in the Cronos chain. Look, guys, I'm looking for utility on some tokens. I'm looking for something with a future. Coinbase stock, I certainly believe, has one. That's why they're facing off in court right now with the SEC, because they're trying to make sure that SEC doesn't get in the way of that future. But again, they're one of the only stocks here in the U.S. that's associated with an exchange that, you can get here. Let's look at the stock for Coinbase. You can see what we got going on for the price action. Again, this right here was the magical day that I had my wife's aunt call me asking, what's that stock again that you were telling me about? It was Coinbase. I hope she didn't pull the trigger here. And that's a perfect example of when your family and your friends reach out to you to invest in crypto. You've got to be very cautious, my friends, because though I'm bullish on Coinbase, what I told her was, maybe you just want to sit on the sidelines and watch, because sure, maybe the ETF is approved and we launch up, but maybe it's not approved and maybe we come back down. And that's exactly what we did. And so I really hope, Zia, you weren't buying. I really hope you weren't buying that. That would make my heart break a little bit, because now you lost some money. And I wonder... See, I'm not so good at this. I've never really messed around with all the tools on Yahoo Finance, but I wish there was a measure tool, but I don't know. Let's say $200, almost from $200 down to $130. That's got to be a 25% retracement. But again, I think, this is a good buying opportunity. Again, I'm bullish on Coinbase. Could be kind of finding a floor right around here. Maybe we'll see it as low as 112. Possibly even as low as 111. I think the absolute lowest I'd see it going is $99. But looking to accumulate more of this. In my retirement accounts, I'll probably be scooping up in my 401k. I'll probably scoop up some Bitcoin ETFs here, but not yet. Not yet. Carlito in the chat. Good to see you. What's up, Big Kip? Good to see you, man. Good morning, everybody. Benny Blue Eyes making a great point in the chat. Smash the like button, guys, because if you do like the channel and you like the content, the number one thing you can do to support us, if there's one thing you could do in this world for me, and then the tiny violin plays and tears drop down my eyes, is you could smash the like button. No, guys, it does help out a lot. It really does. It's so good to see you guys. I love doing these live streams. It's a lot of fun. Let's talk a little bit. Nope, I don't know why I pulled this one up. I think I'm going to get back to that one. I wanted to share this with you. So let's look at this little clip right here. This tasty little morsel from CNBC and Jaime Dimon. You guys might enjoy it, or you might be angry at the man, but let's watch it. Bear with me, guys. It's a long clip, but you're going to want to watch the whole thing because, frankly, it's hilarious.
Cryptocurrencies, there are two types. There's a cryptocurrency which might actually do something. Think of a cryptocurrency as an embedded smart contract in it, and that we can use it to buy and sell real estate and move data. That may have value.
The idea of tokenizing things.
Tokenizing things that you do something with. And then there's one which does nothing. I call it the pet rock, the Bitcoin or something like that. And so on the Bitcoin, there's, first of all, and I'm not trying to make a joke here. There are use cases, AML, fraud, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance, sex trafficking. Those are real use cases, and you see it being used for hundreds, maybe 50 or $100 billion a year for that. That is the end use case. Everything else is people train among themselves. So
speculate.
Yeah. Now, okay. Now, my last statement, the last time I ever talk about Bitcoin, is I defend your right to do Bitcoin. I think, it's okay. I don't want to tell you what to do. So my personal advice would be don't get involved. But I don't want to tell any one of you what to do. It's a free country.
What do you make of the other firms, the BlackRocks of the world that obviously, and Larry Fink changed his view of this, obviously. Yeah. And maybe he changed his view because you think he genuinely believes in Bitcoin or believed it because he thinks that there's a marketplace for it and he wants to be part of that market. But what do you think of there's about a dozen big financial companies, Fidelity included.
Number one, I don't care. So just please stop talking about this shit. And I don't know what he would say about blockchain versus currencies that do something versus Bitcoin that does nothing. And maybe that's not different than me. But, this is what makes a market. People have opinions. This is the last time I'm ever going to state my opinion.
Gold really didn't do anything either.
Yeah, but gold's limited in supply.
So is Bitcoin.
And it's been used. So you think so, huh?
I do.
I think there's a good chance that when we get to that 20 million Bitcoins,
they go to 42.
No, that Satoshi's going to come on there, laugh.
Can't even Satoshi.
Hysterically, go quiet, all Bitcoin's going to be erased.
I think, man.
How the hell do you know it's going to stop at 21? I've never met one person who told me they know for a fact they take that
mathematically, it can't happen because by the last one will be mined in 2150, and it gets harder and harder every time there's another halving. But Jamie, looking back over,
you guys do what you want, I'll do what I want.
As for gold, you can the 6 characteristics that make gold valuable for 4,000 years. They're all present in Bitcoin. That's all I'll say. And I love you, and I don't want to. And I also don't want to be a.
Joe, you may be right.
Yeah.
I don't own gold either. So okay.
That's what I mean.
Couple of quick final questions.
Crypto.
So he calls it the Bitcoin. First of all, how did he even say Satoshi? Satoshi. He says, we say on this channel a lot, not financial advice. Well, Jamie Dimon's going on. Jamie Dimon is going on national TV and giving you financial advice. Okay. I'll do it for fun. I've got another poll that I want to put up for you guys, but let's start with this poll. Does Jamie Dimon... And Penny, I want to hear your answer on this. You let me know it in the chat. Penny's triggered, y'all. I love it. Does Jamie Dimon have your best interest at heart? That's the question of the day. Jamie Dimon, you white-haired fool, you. Nothing wrong with people with white hair. But definitely a problem with Jamie Dimon. This guy, his son, and at least his son or his daughter, it's confirmed they own Bitcoin or crypto. This guy calls it a pet rock when these news anchors, which it's so crazy that we're in a time. I mean, it used to be, guys, that you could have a conversation around your kitchen table and you'd be giving the arguments like these guys are giving. Like the 6 characteristics that make gold valuable are all present in Bitcoin. All these little arguments that they're doing. You see, well, just like, you see this other anchor coming out and saying, well, BlackRock and Larry Fink pivoted on Bitcoin, do you think because they see a marketplace for it or because you think they see something? And he says, look, I don't care. You don't care. You don't care, Jamie Dimon? You don't care? JP Morgan is an authorized participant in the BlackRock Spot Bitcoin ETF. And though you'd think that these news anchors are on your side if you're a pro-Bitcoiner, because of all these positive messages that they're saying about Bitcoin, think about this. In this 2 minutes and 35-second clip, and now Jamie Dimon says he's done talking about Bitcoin. He's done. He's not going to talk about it anymore, which is a lie, another lie. He's going to talk about it again because, frankly, he wants all the airtime he can get because this guy loves it. He loves to be the smiling, talking head on TV because he probably fancies himself a handsome gentleman. And not to say that he's not, but he is a piece of garbage, and he is a liar. And his personal advice is trash. And he's going to ignore this token, Bitcoin, and all this crypto stuff. He says he's done talking about Bitcoin. He doesn't care. Well, it's funny because he was also talking about tokenization of real-world assets. Does that ever come around the pipeline if it wasn't for Bitcoin? So you're right there acknowledging the fact that Bitcoin's valuable, but instead he wants to continue to then say, tokenization of assets. This Bitcoin is just for money laundering, drug trafficking, all these other things that he says. Meanwhile, yes, they are an active participant, an authorized participant in the BlackRock Spot Bitcoin ETF. So they're investing in it. Again, elites in Davos. They're in Davos, by the way, Davos, Switzerland, World Economic Forum. You know about that, Benny. Trigger you some more. Gotcha. Look, guys, these are the world elites. And what they do is they lie to you to your face and they do the other thing. That's just how it works. That's how it works. I mean, Davos WEF. That's what you get out of the World Economic Forum. So when you see people frustrated about the World Economic Forum, it's because they're calling Bitcoin a pet rock. And now he's saying he's done talking about Bitcoin, which is a lie. And he's saying that he doesn't care, which is a lie. How do I know that's a lie? Because if you're the CEO of one of the largest banks in the world, and you see this fact, it's impossible for you to not care in my mind. Bitcoin's ETF's top 3x daily volume of all 500 ETFs launched in 2023 combined. That's huge. This is buying and selling pressure. There's been a lot of selling pressure. Grayscale is a big seller in this situation. Actually, Grayscale has had a lot of selling off, but nonetheless, it's making headlines. There is record trading going on daily volumes here for these ETFs. And the CEO of one of the largest banks in the world says he doesn't care, and he calls it a pet rock. Well, people are trading a lot with this pet rock. And also, you look at this stat, guys, which you might have already seen this before, but you got to remember it, guys. And if you haven't, well, then welcome to it. Look at Bitcoin's performance compared to every other major asset class out there, from the S&P 500 to gold to all these other things, guys. Just look at it all, and you will see Bitcoin is cumulatively and annualized the best performing asset that you could buy from 2013 to 2023 period. 124% gains year over year if you'd bought Bitcoin starting in 2013. Where else are you going to find gains like that? How could Jamie Dimon possibly ignore it? He's not ignoring it. He's acknowledging it. He's going on the news, and he's fudding your bags to buy it cheaper and compete. He's pretending like he doesn't care that BlackRock is involved in this. What a bold-faced lie. Like you don't care what BlackRock's doing. If you're the world's largest bank, one of the biggest banks in the world, you're not going to acknowledge or look into this new technology. You're all about tech. Guys, it's fintech, okay? This is Bitcoin. It's the whole new generation of technological advancements for monetary policies. And we're going to see a whole new world here, guys. This is the implication of Bitcoin. It's literally going to change the globe. Tokenized assets, right? What if your house was verifiable on the blockchain? Well, that's the world we're coming to. And now let's get to some easy 10x, guys. Now, I bought a token recently, and I had some really good performance. I actually got in really early to some of these, and I'm going to show you guys how you could do it yourself if you want to. It's interesting. I kind of came across this ape terminal. I've seen some videos on it. I had an investment in one of these myself, not even really knowing anything about it. But it is a launch pad. And they say that they've got a Robinhood-like interface. And if you're looking at this, you could probably see why they say that. It does look very Robinhood-like in a way, which could be a good thing. But let's look at this inspect token, which might have been the 4th or 5th time you've heard me mention this token now. Current ROI is a 12x. It's 12x from when it launched. It was a 21x from its launch at one point. I made some really good money on this. I turned about $500 into about 10 grand with this token, okay? And it makes me happy. That's a very happy thing. Now, how do you get involved in things like this, guys? Well, this is the launch pad, okay? And what you'll see is, what is a launch pad? Well, it's where they go to launch new projects. Now, if you want to get involved in some new projects that these guys are launching, then you could do it. Every project that's been launched from the Ape Terminal, and I'm pretty sure, you could fact check me on it, but I'm pretty sure that every project that's been launched from the Ape Terminal, guys, has done a minimum 10x, and that's why I have it on the thumbnail. So do some research on Ape Terminal. Check it out. Here's a new one they have coming out. This is a BRC20, a Bitcoin ZK rollup layer 2 solution. And you could participate in. This one is a lottery style. In order to get more chances of winning in this lottery and participating, you got to connect a wallet, which always be careful with connecting a wallet. Do your own research. Use it with a wallet. You have only got the money that you're trying to mess with this on, guys. That's my recommendation. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but if I were you and I was trying to do some of this, I'd make a brand new wallet, or I'd use an empty wallet that I'd only fill with the money I'm trying to use for these launches, and then you could participate. This is a lottery. You don't have a big chance unless you're a whale to win this one based on some of the research I've done. Here's another one. Again, we've been talking about BRC20 tokens. That's what's getting launched right now, and there's other ones that are coming down the pipeline. So just keep an eye on this, because you might see some of these tokens be trendy. And so next time I talk about the inspect token, just know that I'll kind of be saying that, hey, told you so, right? This token, by the way, even though it's already launched, and yes, some of the early investors might be selling off, you got to be aware of that. I will be taking profits on this over time, just to let you know. So, if you're buying this, just know I will be selling pressure. I'm just telling you guys that right now. But this is a layer 2 solution for Twitter, and, I think that maybe it could have some more upside. I think it's got a $50 million market cap, and a lot of projects that have launched from this have been very successful. Maybe you don't get on this. Maybe it's too late. I think that this is probably a dangerous play at this point. If I was sitting on the sidelines, I probably wouldn't buy this right now, just to be honest with you guys. But who knows? Maybe it does really well. Maybe that 21x all-time high does a lot better. I don't know how it's really going to play out, but we'll have to see. But this is a really big thing, guys. It's very user-friendly for launch pads. Launch pads are cool. There's a variety of things they can do. It's not only for Bitcoin. It's for a variety of different tokens. You can launch a lot here. And what I also want to share with you guys is the social media metrics on this, guys. Pretty significant. 318,000 followers, followed by some pretty decent sized accounts. We are one of them. Yeah, going to be very interesting to watch. I think there's going to be some good 10x plays continuously launched by Ape Terminal. So one strategy might be to kind of try to get in early on some of these, whether you're actually in on the ICO, whether it's a lottery style, or whether it's, you just fund it and you get in early until it's all filled up. Or you wait till it launches and you buy it after the fact. Not as much upside there, but still upside arguably. So we'll see. We'll see. But I wanted to share that with you guys. Ape Terminal, just check it out. Just look into Ape Terminal for me, guys. Do a little research. Just know that you heard it here. And the reason why I'm bullish on new startups and things like this, actually I did Crow Fitz. I did tell you about this before, pumped, and now I'm going to show you. He's asking, you couldn't tell us about this before, pumped. Crow, I did. It's speculative, so it's tough. We don't want to overexcite you guys about it, but now I'm going to show you guys that I told you about it. Let's find it. I did it a while ago. It was a 100x token video. Yeah, so we did this a while ago, not 2 months ago. Let's see here. But I did do this video for you guys. I want to find it because I think this is important here. Let me see. There you go. New 100x picks. Well, wait a minute. I don't think that was it. That wasn't it. This one. Could this 100x? Time to start looking. Share. Copy. And guess what? I'm going to pop this in the chat. Kaboom. There you go, my friends. No, yeah, I mean, I just want to tell you guys, I did talk about it. So there you go. Wow, all these videos. But I did talk about it, Crowfits. So, I'm trying here. It's hard to get you guys on the ground floor of absolutely everything, but we're going to try our best here. And, that's why we talk about Crow. I think it's extremely undervalued. We've been looking at other tokens, from memes to these ICOs. And guys, I think there's a lot more room for a lot more ICOs. And you think you missed out on that. Well, I get it. But we were early. If you look when that video was posted, you had a chance to get in. And if you look at kind of this stat right here, this is an overview of the funding rounds and just like basically money coming into this space, new investments. This is looking at amount raised for ICOs. It's very low right now. There's not a lot of hype about it. Arguably, it's due for a pump. And there's going to be, as this market starts to heat up, there's going to be a lot more upside, y'all. There's going to be a ton more upside for not just Bitcoin and altcoins like Crow and Solana and all these ones that you love, but ones that you never heard of. All right, ones that you find through here and brc20.com. I talked about this one. I've got some .com tokens as well, another token that I talked about. Tap Protocol, a lot of people have been talking about. I didn't chat about that one too much. I don't have any myself. There's a lot of great things on here, guys. There's a lot of great things on here. You hear Inspect. There you go. You could have seen this through here as well if you didn't see it back in December. So, I'm giving you guys the tools. You can lead a horse to water. But, we got to drink that water, y'all. We got to drink that water. So what I want you guys to see is, look back at the peak of these bull markets. A lot of funding comes in. Just be ready. Be ready. 10x gains. I get conservative on this thumbnail. 10x gains. Guys, we could be looking at 100x gains. Heck, dare I say, well over 100x gains. I mean, I don't like talking about 1000x gains per se, but you never know. You never know, guys. Let me see. Did I just mess up my thing here? No, we're good. Okay. So, all right, let's do a little Q&A, guys. I vented about Jamie Dimon. We talked about this. This is very important for those of you just tuning in. Guys, stablecoin Tether is at its all-time high. What does that mean? That means, guys, that there is a massive move coming. And I see a lot of people in the chat asking me, Kip, when moon? Well, Tether's mooning, which means somebody or somebodies, multiple somebodies, are getting ready to buy big into this asset class. I've ended the poll. Looks like the vote is, I'm shocked, 85% of you say that Jamie Dimon doesn't have your best interest at heart. What? You mean the CEO of the world's largest bank doesn't care about you and he doesn't want you to make money? Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't, y'all. Hit that like, y'all. David Betts is saying it right in the chat. Bye. Okay. So let's take a peek here. What do we got going on? Let's look at some charts. We got Benny Blue Eyes asking about flow. Let's look at what flow is again for all you guys that forgot, just like me, what flow is. Can't remember them all. Flow's down a little bit on the day. Over the last 7 days, it's up. Over the last month, it's flat. And last year, it is down. Big exchanges on Coinbase and Binance. Those are the two I always kind of look for. And Flow is a proof-of-stake Bitcoin blockchain designed to be the foundation of Web3 and the open metaverse. Support consumer scaling, decentralized applications, NFTs, DeFi, DAOs, PFP projects. Powered by Cadence, an original programming language built specifically for digital assets. CryptoKitties. Who remembers CryptoKitties? Oh my goodness. NBA Top Shot. Oh wow. Okay, so they're behind a lot of these other big projects. Very interesting. Only a $1.2 billion market cap. Smaller, kind of. Over $1 billion's pretty big, but Flow's gonna do well probably, Benny. Flow's probably gonna do well. Up to $36. Oh wow. Oh, now I see you, Benny. See, now I see Benny. Shout out to you, Benny Blue Eyes. You are a crypto guy, my friend. A crypto fiend, if I dare say. And look at you, finding something that was previously at $38 and is only at 82 cents right now. So, guys, there you have it. If you want an easy, probably a 50x? Maybe Flow could be that. What was the previous high market cap for this project? Up to $5 billion. Okay, so maybe not, because the tokenomics might be a little different. Maybe more supply has been released. So, maybe a good it's got good gain potential still. I mean, that looks like more of a 5x than a 50x. Interesting game between price and market cap. I'm going to put out another question in the poll here. And we're going to go start a poll. And here's the question. And this is a pop quiz. All right? Pop quiz. What is more important? And I want you to tell me, is it market cap or is it price? Submit your answers in the comments in that vote for me, and let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys. There is a right answer on this one, just for the record. This is a pop quiz. If you get it right, you get extra credit. What's extra credit? It's a shout out for now. We'll do some more giveaways, guys, down the road, I promise. But this one, you just get extra credit, which is props. So, Flow, yeah, could be a good one, potentially. Definitely backed by some reputable creators, it seems, with having launched some previously successful projects. But that being said, is the metaverse dead? Does anybody care about the metaverse anymore? Is the metaverse hype thing over? Is the NFT hype thing over? Is it all about AI? Is the AI hype over? Is it all about BRC20s now? Or is it just about Solana? It's the big question of the day. Carlito is asking, crypto kip, crow staking, or Vino staking? There's pros and cons to each. One is safer, one is riskier. Crow staking safer. Vino staking's riskier. You can earn more money hypothetically with all the things you can do with Vino. You also have more instant liquidity. There's advantages, there's disadvantages. The main difference is security and where you want to trust your money. I have to do more research on Vino myself. I've still got my Crow locked up in the POS chain. I saw the move that Oscar Ramos made. I like it. I'm not making it myself yet. I might. We'll see. I got to do some more digging on it, but it's a good question. But if you're just holding your Crow and you're not staking it at all, you should stake. Unless you're trying to sell it like tomorrow, then you shouldn't. Frank Villalobos says, with Apple launching that $3,500 VR coming out. I don't think the metaverse is dead. I think it's going to do big things. I'm not familiar with Apple's new launch of their metaverse headset. Beckenbauer, you're staking. Security is important, Carlito. Not to say that Vino is not secure. Not to say that Vino is not secure, but it's, in my opinion, safer to be on the POS chain for now. It's been a little more vetted. It's a little more centralized, a little less decentralized. So if you want to be more true decentralization, maybe you do go to Vino. Something I still got to look into a little bit myself. Let's see what else we got going on here in the chat. Ron H said, boomers and technological Luddites. Luddites? I don't know what that word is. Wait a minute. Hold on here. Luddites. Definition. What does this mean? Ooh, thanks for the word, Ron H. The dictionary word of the day, folks, is Luddite. It's a derogatory term, perfect one for Jamie Dimon. A person opposed to new technology or ways of working. See, the truth is he's not opposed to new technology, though. But he's pretending like he is. And so the real word for him is a big phony, you know? A big fat phony, you know? He's a liar, is what he is. Maybe he's a Luddite, too, a little bit. He's got gray hair, after all. So he says, boomers and technological Luddites are crypto curious. These ETF offerings are perfect for them, while us boomer spawn continue to buy crypto directly. Yes. I love that one. I love that. Ron, you're getting a pinned tweet. You're getting a pinned tweet for that one, or pinned tweet, pinned chat. Love it. Freudian slip? What did I slip? No, okay. If I was saying money in USDT is about to flow. Oh, man, that's so funny, Benny. Oh, man, that's funny. I was looking at Flow Token, and you weren't even talking about Flow Token. See, there's so many tokens, it's hard to keep track. But, Benny, 100%, that money in UST is about to flow. It's about to flow. I can't wait. It's going to flow. We can make a lot of money, guys. We can make a lot of money. Very excited for it. Double down in the chat. Hello. Good to see you. Thanks for the love, Carlito. We got some votes in. If you guys are just new to the stream, make sure you guys submit your vote. Pop quiz. What's more important? Market cap or price? Market cap or price? Winner gets kudos. That's it. Sorry, guys. This is Crypto Kip needs a new couch. I'm saving. I'm saving. Oh, yeah. Saving. Double Down says, I really need to get rid of Chase Bank and find something local. Well, you don't have to. I mean, I use Chase. Look, it's okay to use a bank. It's okay to use a bank, and if you're going to use a bank, you're safer using a big one, that's for sure. So even though I hate Jamie Dimon and I hate Chase Bank, I use them. You know, they're one of the most established banks. My money's safe in there. Whatever money I want to keep in there, it's not a lot of money. I don't keep a lot of money in there. I keep all my money in crypto. Crypto is my bank, so I bank with crypto, actually. But I take profit into my bank and then into the thing that I need to buy with that money that I took the profit for. It's kind of how I rock it. Yeah, you got credit card points and all that. All right, so pop quiz is over. I've got another question that I want to throw out for you guys, and I got to jet soon, but I'm not done yet. I got one more question for you. Kip, have you heard of credit unions being any better than a regulated bank? Why? You know, in my business, I actually sell insurance, and one of the guys at my company sells to a lot of credit unions. And, you know, he's a big fan of credit unions for loans, and maybe you can sometimes get more favorable loans there, I've heard. I don't know too much about it, to be honest with you. It's not my niche. I'm just a cold call guy. I don't care what kind of business you have. I want to insure your employees. You know, that's the way that I think about it. I don't go into a niche. So maybe. I'd have to do more digging on credit unions, to be honest with you. But I'm going to end this poll. So pop quiz is over. And results are in. What's more important, market cap or price? The correct answer, guys, is market cap. But both are important. But the correct answer is market cap. Because market cap is going to tell you, I mean, look, if you've got a coin that's worth $1 million and you got a coin that's worth $1 trillion, if they're both good things, what has more upside? Well, the answer is the lower cap coin. Because what if that coin gets to $1 trillion valuation? That's you're a billionaire, right? Think about it this way. If the price on that $1 million market cap coin was $100,000 per coin, and the price on the $1 trillion market cap coin was 0.0000001 cents, I know for a fact that some people would say that 0.0000001 cent coin is going to go to a penny or a dollar or something like that. And people would then look at the price of that $1 million market cap coin again, and these are the exact same importance, right? These are two equally equivalent projects that should arguably be valued similarly. This is the hypothetical scenario I'm laying out. People would look at the price on the $1 trillion asset cap coin and go, that one's cheap. That's going to go to a penny, because they're going to look at the price, and that's incorrect, right? The people that look at the $1 million market cap coin that has a $100,000 price, you know, fine, maybe you're not going to buy $100,000 worth. You don't need a whole share. That's the thing. Fractional shares. You can buy a portion of that. What you're looking for is percentage upside. And if it's going to go from $1 million market cap to $1 trillion market cap, you're going to make a lot more money in that, even though the price is $100,000. And yeah, the price is then going to go to, you know, something stupid, multiple billions of dollars or trillions or gajillions of dollars. You don't even need to care about the price. What you need to care about is the market cap, really, at the end of the day. The market cap it's not so cut and dry. Price and market cap play into each other. But market cap is far more significant than price. And that's something that if you don't understand that, you need to understand that, guys. You need to understand that. All right, guys, that is all I got in this one. I've got another pop quiz for you tomorrow and a question. I think I'm going to start doing more polls in the chat. Tomorrow, I'm going to ask you guys, do you have credit card debt? Yes or no? Don't tell me now. Save it for tomorrow, because I'm going to go off tomorrow. That's all I got in this one, guys. You know, Chase Bank, geez. Jamie Dimon, geez. We looked at it, guys. These ETFs are performing incredibly compared to all the other ETFs that launched in 2023. Crypto's the future. Major institutions are getting involved. Jamie Dimon is a liar and a con artist. Jim Cramer called top recently. Is it the opposite true? Is the opposite true? Are we about to get a mega pump? Are we got to get a mega rally? Well, Benny Blue Eyes in the chat says USDT. We talked about it. It's at all-time highs. We talked about it on the channel. So Benny thinks it's going to start flowing into cryptos. Well, I happen to agree with you, Benny. Let me know what you guys all think in the comments down below. Of course, we could get a dip, guys. Of course, we could get a dip. But if we do, I'm buying this dip. No problem. I'm looking for new projects. I'll keep you guys posted on my moves here, along with my partner on the Crypto Report. If you guys want to do some leverage trading and take advantage of some of the volatility we're seeing in the market right now, you can sign up for FEMEX using our link in the description down below. If you want to become a member like some of the people in our live chat using these emojis that they have, get a highlighted name in the chat, and just get a little more attention in live streams, you can do so. Support our channel in the description down below. You can sign up as little as $5 a month to support us. It goes a long way. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. That's all I got for you in this one. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash a like. It really means a lot. Crushing the like button is the #1 thing you can do for the channel at the end of the day. Subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Turn on the notification bell. And of course, guys, don't forget to DCA, HODL, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Got more videos for you later today because that's how we do. Peace.